All right, so the coin we're covering today is Algorand. We are having a nice little run up today to 96 cents per coin. We're up about 7% with a market cap just under $3 billion. And this is most likely due to the news that Borderless Capital is launching a $25 million fund for blockchain investments in Miami using Algorand along with Circle stablecoin. And Miami obviously has been a hotbed of crypto growth over the past few years and months. The mayor, Francis Suarez, is super crypto friendly, and he was a central factor in getting Sam Bankman-Fried to move FTX's operations down there and also persuading Sam to sponsor the Miami Heat's stadium, or acquiring the naming rights, I should say, to the Miami Heat's arena. But, this kind of news could potentially be huge for Algorand, as we've been theorizing for a while that adoption by cities, states, and countries and the whole CBDC narrative to help propel local payment platforms and capital markets growth could be a huge catalyst forward for Algo and its development and further adoption. They've announced that features of USDC and Circle Business Service built on the Algorand blockchain will be a core part of the venture. Suarez even released a statement on the partnership and fund. He said, with the support of Algorand, Circle, and other local partners, we are building an ecosystem in line with our vision for Miami. He said, I am so excited to work with Borderless Miami to make Miami the epicenter for digital capital markets in our pursuit of becoming the capital of capital. So, this kind of news, it could be hugely positive for Algo to be a major player and factor in helping a city like Miami, which is leading the charge and being the most crypto-friendly place for blockchain development and companies in the U.S. But again, we've been saying for a while, Algorand is a potential sleeping giant with the work they have planned with local municipalities and potentially states and countries moving forward. But I think it's just a project that just under $3 billion. Obviously, the market is contracted quite a bit, so a lot of things are undervalued right now. But under $3 billion for a project like Algorand. And the huge potential they have in the years to come, I think it's certainly a project everyone should have their eyes on. And I think people have been downplaying the integration with P Network, but the ability to, provide a general purpose, simple and secure foundation to make token movement across other blockchains, that could especially be huge for Algorand and its various applications within DeFi, as well as NFTs. But cross-chain composability is absolutely the kind of catalyst that could set Algo's ecosystem up for just massive growth and adoption. And that will be fully live later this summer. So look for that potentially to be a mega catalyst for them in late July timeframe. But incredibly talented team, incredibly huge backers and smart investors behind them. Silvio Macaulay, one of the leading minds in cryptography, MIT professor, Turing Award winner. Really just him and James Simons are kind of the two 800-pound gorillas in that space. And the investor confidence level is just incredibly high within he and his team. They have backers. I think they've raised over $250 million. They have backers like Union Square Ventures and Fred Wilson, who's an investor who's, the first big money into Coinbase and Twitter and Square, and just someone who can see around corners in kind of the web 1.0, 2.0, 3.0 world. He was the initial investment money into Coinbase. I think he put $2 million in there like 8 years ago, and then just pulled out $2 billion at the IPO. But someone who, you really got to keep an eye on any money that he's investing, and he's putting a lot of dollars behind Algorand and Silvio and his team. But they're up to 1,000 transactions per second, making traction every day. Obviously, not financial advice, but hugely bullish on Algo and their potential in the years to come. Their chart is always just going to look disgusting because I think they still have the award for the worst performing Binance launch of all time, which just goes to show you the confidence that the investors have. They priced the launch at $3.20, I think it was, and then they tanked down to like 50 cents and held there for a year or two. And then, we're up to 96 cents per coin. I think certainly we'll get above that $3.20 point at some point. No telling when. The market's going to do its thing, and Algorand's going to swing with the movements of the market. But, in the years to come, we think a 10x from that sub $3 billion market cap is certainly in the cards. They have some kind of icky tokenomics, but I think we're getting through that, and there are solutions around that with the team. So I don't think that's going to be a huge factor moving forward. But yeah, that's kind of our price prediction. Obviously, hard to make price predictions in this market, especially at this time when things are so volatile. But yeah, just a project that we are very bullish on and think has a lot of potential catalysts coming forward. Especially as we see that CBDC narrative come back. But these things come in waves, and we think Algorand will be a part of some big waves moving forward. But yeah, let us know what you guys think of Algorand, where your price prediction is for Algorand in the years to come, or even in the short term. Would be interesting to hear, and let us know of any other projects that you have on your radar, anything coming around the bend that we should keep an eye on, because that's how we kind of find these hidden gems for you guys. And yeah, if you enjoy the content, give a like and subscribe to the video, download the podcast, do all those internet things. Check out the link in the description below for BlockFi. If you use that link, you get up to $250 worth of free Bitcoin when you deposit just over $100 or more. But yeah, huge fans of BlockFi as well. And at this point, I'm just kind of babbling. So I'm going to hit stop record and let you guys get back with the rest of your lives. But yeah, we'll be back tomorrow with another coin analysis. So bye-bye.